Welcome back to Islamophilia Fallacies, and today we're going to discuss the not all fallacy, one that seems to come up very frequently when discussing Islam. The not all fallacy is sort of the reverse of the post hoc ergo propter hoc fallacy, in that it's the assertion that there must be not less than 100% correlation in order to consider causation to be a possibility. For example, not all smokers get cancer, not all cancer patients were smokers, George Burns smoked and he lived to be 100 years. Therefore, smoking has nothing to do with cancer. Now, when applied to the discussion of Islam, this also has a straw man element to it, in that you assert that the critic of Islam is saying it's all 1.6 billion Muslims. You tell them it's not all 1.6 billion Muslims, and then you eject from the conversation. Now, some will unabashedly say that it must be all, that in order to criticize a religious belief, it must be a religious belief that is universally held among all members of that religion. However, this demand raises the bar so impossibly high that it effectively takes religion off the table for discussion. For example, if you were to say something as innocuous as Christianity is a theistic religion, you could say not all, because there are some atheist Christians out there. I personally have met one. They're followers of Christ who don't believe in the supernatural. So, is Christianity a theistic religion? Well, not all. Like it or not, when we discuss religion, we have to break out the broad brush to some degree and just have it be understood that we're not talking about every single member. Islamophilic conceptions of Islam tend to have a very oversimplified view of religion. That if you're not fighting on front lines with ISIS or you're not a member actively of Al Qaeda, that you're in the 99% of moderate, peaceful, true Muslims. And that it's only a tiny minority of extreme violent and not true Muslims anyway. This is the all or nothing fallacy. That it's either one or it's the other. Now, in reality, religion is a lot more nuanced than this. And it can better be viewed as concentric circles surrounding the fanatics. You start with the fanatics at the core, then further out you have the theocrats, then further out you have the conservatives, then further still out you have the moderates, and finally, at the fringes you have the nominals. Now, some may ask, why are the fanatics at the core and not the moderates? Well, this has to do with the very definition of what a religious moderate is. A religious moderate is someone who moderates their religious beliefs, that is, waters them down. Religious fundamentalists are people who strictly adhere to the fundamental teachings of their religion. This is why show me any ideology, whether it's religious or otherwise, and then show me the fundamentalists, and I'll show you what the ideology teaches in its purest form. If there's an exception to this observation, I have not yet seen it. Tune in next time and we'll discuss the conflation fallacy, or Islam is not a race.